Every year in a woodland garden, you have to think where to make space for next year's planting. And because it's been reasonably dry this February, we decided to bite the bullet and make a big new clearing. Whether we get to plant it this spring, I rather doubt, but anyway, we took the plunge. Here were a great group of old Camellia japonicas. They were huge, great plants. They had very uninteresting small red flowers, and they'd been here at least 80 if not 100 years. We decided they weren't worth their place. We decided we wanted to see this nice clump of bamboos and a very good Magnolia molicamata Berncus off to one side, and we're standing underneath the original Magnolia Q Surprise with some lovely rhododendron calophytums here. What we felt was that this is quite a nice sheltered part of the garden, and we felt we could plant something much better here than those old Camellia japonicas. So we chainsawed them down and had a mini digger and dug out the stumps. And what you see here is how we've been protecting from the heat of the fire some of the shrubs closest to the bonfire. And all we've done is cut off pieces of the Camellia japonica, and you can see really how dull the flowers were, and we'd covered up this rather important and nice plant beside it. And despite the proximity of the fire, absolutely no fire damage, and the poor old Camellia made its final contribution by doing a useful job in protecting these plants from any damage. Here we've used a bit of laurel as well. And there we've got a nice euonymus species coming on, completely undamaged by the heat of the fire. But let's just go on and look a bit further. So the other side of the bamboos, or this bamboo hedge, there were a few other Camellia reticulators and a few other really good plants which we wanted to expose to view. So we dug out a few camellias, a few more Camellia japonicas there. And what we've done with this row of camellias here is simply to hat stand them. They can form a bit of a windbreak in time. If you look closely at them, you can see that they've been hat standed once before, and the plant next to us there was clearly cut down 2 or 3 years ago. So this row of camellias will come back, they'll grow back and they'll shelter, but there's room for a few nice new plants here. And if we just come down a bit more in the clearing, see this wonderful big leaf rhododendron that we've exposed to view, which was previously hidden away. And just look up above us now to the 2 huge plants of Magnolia cobus var borealis, which visitors of the garden will now be able to see properly. And what a nice vista we've got as we turn back and look through this gap in the bamboos and see the lovely new space that we'll enjoy trying to fill up in the next few weeks. It isn't every year that it will be dry enough to dig out these sorts of stumps and get them burnt up in the early part of the year. But in a garden like this, you're always looking for somewhere new to plant, and there are always new things to go out and try. And here we've got a good start at getting to grips with this nice new area to plant up.